Britain is falling.
If you didn't think that Great Britain had fallen, you will do at the end of this video.
The United Kingdom used to be one of the wealthiest empires in history, but today it's drowning in debt, unable to pay its bill.
This is why I do not want to live in the United Kingdom.
Everything costs money.
And also struggling to feed its own people.
Welcome to Britain, the land of stiff upper lips, shrinking paychecks and government speeches that sound like comedy sketches. A country where surviving the week costs more than a holiday used to. Where rent eats half your soul, groceries rob the other half, and the only thing growing faster than inflation is public frustration. This isn't a recession. This is a slow-motion collapse. The kind where you don't hear sirens, just silence. Where families skip meals, workers sleep in vans, and heating your home is now a luxury reserved for the rich or delusional. They call it economic turbulence. We call it can't afford milk, can't afford rent, can't afford to live. And while people queue at food banks, the government queues for photo ops. They say we're all in this together, but they're not in this. They're in warm offices giving cold advice. This is Britain, not broken by accident, but by design.
The United Kingdom used to be one of the wealthiest empires in history, but today it's drowning in debt, unable to pay its bill, and also struggling to feed its own people. And here's why. And apart from London as well as southeast England, the country as a whole is stagnant, struggling, as well as shrinking. And England already has sky-high taxes, and it doesn't want to raise that anymore. And it also doesn't export much compared to other countries like Japan, China, or Germany. And the sad part here is that England doesn't have much natural resources left as well, and the only thing it can do now is borrow. And in 2008, the UK borrowed more than $141 billion to bail out its banks. And over the next 15 years, England would have no real growth, investment, or stimulus. And many economists call this the lost decade. And disaster after disaster also piled onto the country. Brexit cut foreign investments by 25%, and COVID added another $300 billion in debt. And we also can't forget about the Ukraine war, energy shortage, as well as another $100 billion in borrowing for emergencies. And as a result, the UK has to pay roughly $100 billion every single year just on the interest for its loans. And this also means less funding for healthcare, schools, as well as infrastructure. And you can say that the UK doesn't really produce anything anymore. Instead, it's simply borrowing. And as a result, the country is slowly dying.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but England, this is really depressing. England has just been ranked the second most miserable place to live in the world. Yep, you heard it. The second most, the second to Uzbekistan. I mean, can you believe it? We are now ranked the second most miserable place to live in the world. 72 countries took part in this, and it's all down to the cost of living, NHS, obviously, constant strikes, wages are rubbish, obviously the weather, can't do much about that, shitty weather, chaos in our government. I mean, that is just, I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. It's so sad. Safety, I guess people just, and immigration, all of that. But yeah, I think we've been led down the bloody garden path, don't you? And this is where people are now. They're just pissed off. They're just pissed off and depressed with the state of our country and how we come last, don't we? We're the least important to anyone. But yeah, England is now the most depressing place to live in the world.
The cost of living in the UK right now is absolutely crazy. Like, I don't know how people afford to live here. Like, on minimum wage, especially. Like, you need to have, like, 2 jobs to be able to afford the UK. Like, for me, like, I'm so grateful that I have the work that I do because it makes it affordable to live here. But I don't even want to live here because of this cost. Like, I can, like, go to, like, places, even Dubai is cheaper than England right now. You could literally be living somewhere so much warmer and so much cheaper for the same amount of money or less. Like, for me, like, this just is like, and for everybody that I know, this is more than enough reason to go and start a side hustle and to want to go and, like, achieve more for yourself than having to, like, put up with this.
Yo, England is officially done. England is finished, mate. This country is finished. It's just a horrible, expensive, miserable place nowadays. I was on Instagram before, yeah, and I seen that teachers are now putting digital clocks in schools because the kids can't even tell the time no more. Like, what? For one, it's a school, so teacher, and for two, it's like, in 20 years, these are going to be the people of our country, the adults of our country. Like, I'm telling you, give it 20 years, this country is going to be one of them writ-off European countries like Poland or Ukraine or somewhere that no one wants to go, bro. Another thing, yo, life's getting so expensive, bro. It doesn't make no sense. Nowadays, a pack of 6 costs you like £15. You could go Thailand and get a hotel for the night for £15. It doesn't make no sense, bro. Quick Nando's, it's a quick, cheap little scran. Well, it used to be. Now you're spending 20-25 quid on a Nando's. Like, make it make sense, bro. It's just a miserable place. Not only the weather, but the culture. Like, we don't have anything here in England. Like, there's no culture behind it. No one's proud of where they come from. No one's like, oh yeah, come to my city, come to... Everyone just wants to get out of this shithole. Like, it is a horrible, horrible place, man. Like, it's only getting worse. So, if you can get out, I suggest you do get out. If you can't, plan on finding a way to get out. And if you are looking to get away, shout me, because in the next 3 weeks, I'm jumping on a one-way flight and I'm out of this bitch.
Okay, the food prices now mean there is nothing in Asda that I'm willing to pay for. Oh, that's a cute dog. I'm not paying for it. I'm not doing it. I don't care how nice it is. I don't care if I'm hungry. I have definitely boxed this guy in and I need to back up a bit. I'm hungry and I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. If anybody needed to lose weight, now would be the time to do it. And then give me some of your fat, 'cause I'm hungry.
This is why I do not want to live in the United Kingdom anymore. I've lived here all my life. I'm 30 years old, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I do not want to live here. Somebody can make an offensive Facebook status or a tweet. Granted, yes, they should be brought to justice. They should be punished for what they do. I agree. They are sentenced to 20 months in the UK. A man can also commit one of the worst crimes to do with children. He will be sentenced to a 6-month suspended sentence where he won't even see the inside of a jail cell. This man is higher up in society. He has money. Some might say he's part of the elite. I can't say too much in this video because I could get into a lot of trouble. But to me, that sounds backwards. Does it sound backwards to you? Maybe I'm wrong. Please let me know. But that is why I do not want to live in the UK anymore.
I don't know how much longer I can stomach living in this fucking country. I literally am just existing right now. I have no fucking motivation to do absolutely anything. Everything seems so fucking pointless. I've literally worked my arse off from the age of fucking 20 to try and actually get somewhere. And what has it fucking got me? I don't have a house, I don't have any kids, I don't have a partner, I don't have fucking anything. This country literally sucks the fucking living life out of you and the living hope out of you like a mosquito. You know how fucking hard it is to have every motherfucker around you pretending that everything is fucking okay? It's not okay. It's not going to be okay. It's getting worse and it's going to get worse. I'm so tired of these cunts just fucking hoarding all the wealth and then blaming everyone else for not working hard enough. Like, I literally just want to scream into the fucking void. So many people are just like, yeah, well, what can we do about it? What do you mean, what can we fucking do about it? Are you just going to do nothing? You're just going to do nothing? Are you okay with this? Like, is anybody okay with this? I'm saving up and I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm fucking off. I can't do it anymore. I will literally off myself if I fucking stay in this country too much longer. It's so miserable and it's just, no. I'm so fucking miserable and I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with this bullshit.
All right, you guys. So you tell me if you think inflation's getting crazy, okay? This is not the time to be asking anybody to do anything for free. Everything costs money. Okay, I'm going to show you what I got at Walmart this morning. I got this insulated food jar for my daughter to take hot lunch to school. This was $21. I just went through the clearance aisle. She's been wanting some of these forever. $3. Okay, whatever, not bad. Off-brand Equate dry shampoo, okay? Ground beef. Not even the good kind, you know? And then I got this. This was like $1.97 just so I could write recipes on the fridge. $65 for this. And the little board. This. That's all I got. $65. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to think anymore. If you're surviving, tell me how. If you know how to coupon, tell me how. If you have tips for making it in this economy, give me some tips. I'll take any tips. Any tips. I don't know. Is this not just outrageous? Hamburger meat's almost $7 a pound. Can't even afford to make beef tacos. Okay, that used to be like a little cheap meal. No, we might as well go buy steaks. Okay? If you made it this far, tell me how much you spend a week on groceries and how many people are in your family.
Can we please talk about the cost of things? Because I spent almost £33 before I'd even got to lunchtime. Paid for parking, which was £11.50. I then paid around £10 for a return train ticket. I paid about £7 for a coffee and a croissant. However, the coffee fell out of my hand and spilt on the pavement, so I spent another £4 replacing that. All in all, before I'd even got to lunchtime, I'd already spent about £33. Bruised, because I just couldn't process why I'd already spent this much money before I'd even got to lunch. And I can't even begin to imagine what it's like for people with dependents, like children, you have a mortgage, other working families. Because relatively speaking, I'm in a place of privilege, which I'm really grateful for. I don't have dependents, I do have a mortgage, but my property is currently rented out and that covers most of the mortgage costs. I just have to offset a little bit. I live with my mum and I contribute towards household bills. Other than that, I only have direct debits such as my gym, phone bill and a few other bits of direct debit. But I don't have anything major. Yet I felt financially, mentally and emotionally bruised after today. I pretty much wrote off today financially. Before my last meeting this afternoon, I went and got myself another coffee, which cost me another £3. My lunch was a salad from a really good salad place, and for up north it's quite reasonable. It was about £10, but it was a large salad and I got a lot in it. So it was good value for money. I'm really hoping that this is an exception, because it was just today that I decided to park instead of walk to the train station. And I don't want to be criticised for wanting to buy coffees, because everybody who's working, who wants a good quality of life, who earns, should deserve joy and the little pleasures. But I have not been able to let go of today. I've been feeling really bad all day, and genuinely I don't know how other people are managing this.
Right, I'm going to have a moan this morning. See your electricity and gas company, right? Now, for instance, I'm with Octopus. Now, I moved from Ovo to Octopus. I wouldn't say that Octopus are much better, to be honest with you. If there was like, move over to them, they're great. I don't pay by direct debit anymore. Since all of this happened, since all of this price increase happened, the amount that any electricity company is charging you per month for direct debit is insane, right? I can't remember what mine was, but it was absolutely off the scale nuts. You know how they do like an estimate thing? So I was like, right, nah, I'm just going to pay what I use each month, right? Now, if you're even one day over, like the date that your bill would be due, Octopus are continually phoning you, right, to pay it, which is fair enough, chasing it up, but it's pure harasses me and I can't cope. But not only that, they've got like their reward system, and it's like you get one free coffee at Greg's per week. You get like free coffee at, I think it's Cafe Nero, different places, right? Because I don't pay by direct debit, I can't use that service, which doesn't bother me. But see, instead of giving us a reward service, can you not just, I'd rather have, what is it for a coffee out of Greg's, £2.50, £3? I'd rather have that money each week off my bill. Like, they surely must need to pay Greg's, Cafe Nero, all the different places that you get these discounts from. They surely need to pay them a substantial amount to give their customers free stuff. Why not just give the customers the money off their bills? Like, what the hell? And I must admit, I'm worried about the winter time and how much the bills are going to cost again. Like, not only are the electricity bills high, but obviously the cost of food and everything's just so high. It's just terrifying. But yeah, that's my moan. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it with these bloody reward systems. Don't bother giving us rewards. Just give us cheaper gas and electricity. And that's the guinea pigs. They're telling me they feel the same way.
Is the UK becoming too expensive to live? Because for me, I'm this close to selling up and going, because it's getting that way. Every single person I speak to, whether they be hardworking people, parents, grandparents, people without a job, people on benefits, every single person is struggling. Yet, at the same time, all of our tax is being sent to here, there and everywhere, pretty much everywhere else other than back into this country to help it grow, to help it become more self-sustainable, etc., etc. There's like 42% of people in this population claim benefits. 7.5 billion just on universal credits to immigrants last year alone. We don't have the money for this. Why is it fair that every single person that was born in this country, that has lived and grown up in this country, worked, paid tax, they're all struggling? They're all struggling. I don't know anyone. We're trying to organise a job. We've got our render it. Oh, I ain't got the money for that. I'll build it. Oh, we haven't got the money for that. Everyone's fucked. The prices of materials and jobs up. And then in your home life, the prices of food up. Prices of bills up. Rent, mortgage, insurance, road tax, fuel duty, stamp duty. Everything is going up to a rate that is not affordable. And if you have a mortgage right now and you're struggling, be prepared that they will take your house away from you. They will take your belongings away from you if you cannot afford to pay your debts. It's the way they want it to go. They want you to own nothing. They want you to own nothing, and they want you to be happy about it. We need to see what's happening here, but this cannot last. The UK is finished in my eyes. It is finished because no one's doing a fucking thing about it. Everyone's just going to work. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind struggling because, you know, we know what life's all about. Literally, it's all about the 40-hour work week and making my boss happy and, you know, paying that stupid amount of tax. We need to wake up. We need to do something. Our country is being run by fucking idiots who are making you poor and you are suffering because of their consequences and their actions. They're happy spending 12 billion a year on foreign climate aid. They're happy spending billions a year towards net zero. They're happy sending millions and millions in universal credit, spending billions on hotels, on free food and driving lesson subsidies. But you, the hard-working British taxpayer, you can suffer. And you better not say anything about it because Mr. Starmer will lock you up. What do you reckon? Because to me, I'm this close. I am so close to just packing up my stuff and getting the fuck out of here.
So here we are, at the end of another video about a crisis that everyone feels but no one in power seems to notice. Or maybe they do notice. They just don't care. Because let's be honest, if the people writing the policies had to live by them, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We wouldn't be rationing groceries like it's wartime. We wouldn't be turning dinner into a math problem. We wouldn't be asking ourselves if hunger is just a side effect of democracy. But here we are, still hungry, still tired, still pretending this is normal. Let's talk about that word, normal. Because it's been thrown around a lot lately. Normal to struggle, normal to sacrifice, normal to feel guilty for eating, normal to skip meals and call it discipline. Normal to stretch food like it's elastic, normal to live in a country where food is abundant but access is optional. They've normalized the absurd, they've turned survival into a lifestyle. They've convinced us that adapting to dysfunction is a virtue, that being resilient means accepting less, that being strong means staying silent. But strength isn't silence. Strength is speaking up. Strength is calling it what it is. A failure, a betrayal, a slow, deliberate erosion of dignity. Because food isn't just fuel, it's culture, it's comfort, it's connection. It's the difference between surviving and living. And when a system makes food feel like a privilege, it's not just broken, it's hostile. And let's be clear, this isn't about scarcity. There's no famine, no drought, no apocalypse. The shelves are full, the warehouses are stocked, the supply exists. What's missing is access. What's missing is fairness. What's missing is leadership. Leadership that doesn't just tweet about empathy but actually practices it. Leadership that doesn't just monitor the situation but intervenes. Leadership that doesn't just hold summits but holds itself accountable. But accountability is hard. It requires humility. It requires honesty. It requires admitting that maybe, just maybe, the policies aren't working. That maybe, just maybe, the people in charge are out of touch. That maybe, just maybe, the system isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do: protect the powerful and punish the poor. And while they debate definitions, we debate dinner. While they adjust interest rates, we adjust expectations. While they celebrate growth, we grieve over groceries and the media. They're not much better. They'll give you tips, hacks, tricks, how to eat well on nothing, how to stretch meals like magic, how to turn scraps into gourmet. It's poverty porn dressed up as empowerment. It's survival rebranded as self-care. It's suffering with a filter. They'll interview experts who say things like, inflation is a sign of economic vitality. Vitality for whom? Because it's not vitality when you're skipping meals. It's not vitality when you're choosing between food and dignity. It's not vitality when your fridge looks like a minimalist art exhibit. And yet, through all this, we endure, we adapt, we make do, we become culinary escape artists. We turn leftovers into lifestyles. We turn struggle into strategy. We turn rage into resilience, because that's what people do when systems fail. They survive, they laugh, they meme their misery, they joke about selling a kidney for a snack, they turn their pain into punchlines because humour is the last affordable coping mechanism we've got. But beneath the jokes, the truth still stings. People are struggling, quietly, constantly. And the system, the one that's supposed to protect us, is too busy protecting itself. So if you're tired of pretending this is okay, you're not alone. If you've ever looked at your grocery haul and thought, this feels like a prank, you're not crazy. If you've ever considered turning your balcony into a rice farm, welcome to the club. This isn't just inflation, it's incompetence, it's neglect. It's a masterclass in how not to run a country. And the fact that we're still standing, still laughing, still calling it out, that's resilience. That's rebellion. That's survival with style. So here's to you, the shopper, the struggler, the silent warrior of the supermarket. You deserve better. You deserve leadership that listens. You deserve policies that protect. You deserve a fridge that doesn't feel like a crime scene. You deserve a government that doesn't treat hunger like a spreadsheet, that doesn't treat food like a commodity, that doesn't treat suffering like a statistic. And until that happens, we'll keep talking. We'll keep laughing. We'll keep resisting, because silence is complicity, and we've been silent long enough. So until next time, keep your pantry stocked, your sarcasm sharp, and your expectations of government blissfully low. Because in this economy, hope is expensive, but humour is still free.